Welcome, boys and girls. I'm back with some more of the events that took place on Thursday during Holy Week. We heard about the Lord's Supper that Jesus instituted with his disciples. That week still continue today. After the supper, Jesus said he wanted to go out to the Mount of Olives so he could pray. So that's where we pick up today. Our story is Jesus prays in Gethsemane. Jesus and his disciples finished their Last Supper together. Then they walked together to the Garden of Gethsemane. Jesus told his friends, "Stay here while I pray." Then Jesus took Peter, James, and John with him farther into the garden. He told them, "I am so filled with sorrow I could die. Stay here and watch with me tonight." Jesus walked further into the garden. He fell to the ground and prayed, "My dear Father, everything is possible for you. Please save me from this great task. Is there any other way to save all people from their sin? Then keep me from having to suffer and die for the sins of the whole world. But do as you want, not what I want." An angel from heaven stood beside Jesus. He helped Jesus be strong. But Jesus was so very sad and troubled, and so he prayed harder and longer. Jesus walked back to Peter, James, and John. He found them sleeping. He asked them, "Why are you sleeping? Can't you watch with me for 1 hour? Please stay awake and pray so you won't fall into sin." Jesus walked away and went to pray again. He prayed, "My dear Father, please save me. But I will do anything you want me to do." Jesus came back to Peter, James, and John. They were asleep again. He left them and went to pray for a third time. Again, Jesus prayed, "My dear Father, please save me. I will do anything you want me to do." Then Jesus went back to his disciples. He told them, "Wake up. It's time for my enemies to come for me and take me away. Look, here they come now." The disciples woke up. They saw a large crowd of men. The men carried flaming torches, swords, and clubs. These enemies rushed up to Jesus and arrested him. They took Jesus out of the garden. Jesus' friends thought they would be arrested too, so they all ran away. They knew that he would have to suffer much for our sins. Jesus knew that he would have to suffer much for our sins, but he was willing to do it because he loves us so much. Now, what our story didn't say was that when Jesus was praying in the Garden of Gethsemane, Judas, who had gone to the chief priests on Wednesday during the week, had told them that he would lead the soldiers to Jesus and he would kiss Jesus on the cheek. And that was their sign as to who Jesus was, and they would arrest Jesus. So that was our story for that time. Do you think Jesus was afraid of what he was going to have to do? He knew he was going to die on that cross, and he knew it was going to be painful, and he didn't want to bear that. but because he wanted to do what his Father's will was, Jesus would do what God wanted. So, I will be back with another story soon. God's blessings to you. Hope to see you then. Bye.